The next form of the generic solution archetype I'd like to talk about is the relative achievement archetype. And that's a form of this that only maps to the successful systems archetype. And the way that this unfolds is that given multiple parties involved, A's action promotes its outcome or its success, and that success in fact promotes more of the same action, so it's a reinforcing structure. Though while A is in fact promoting its own action, its own outcome, and therefore more of its own action, the outcome that it produces in fact diminishes the outcome for another party. And because it's diminishing the outcome for another party, that diminished outcome is actually increasing the relative outcome for A. This says diminishes on this interaction, this connection. If B was increasing, it would in fact diminish this. But since B is decreasing, it's actually increasing the relative outcome for A. So you end up with essentially the equivalent of the success to the successful archetype, whereby because A ends up with an advantage, B ends up becoming disadvantaged, which enables A to become more advantaged, which causes B to become more disadvantaged. So if it were the other way around, if B was succeeding, then A would be disadvantaged. So whoever begins to produce more first ends up winning even more over time because they're ahead and they get more resources because they're ahead. The way to then deal with that is to in fact have that relative outcome promote some sort of regulation. So the regulation limits the action of A. If the reason for this offset or this uneven development is because of resources provided that they employ to produce their result, then the regulation ends up limiting the resources or managing the resources provided to the two parties to essentially balance the results. So hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you in the next generic archetype video. Bye.